Hi there, it's Michelle Andreassen, the neurodivergent psychic, and right now I have a little story about mediumship, and it happened not so long ago today. I had just been at a party with a Hawaiian theme, and I didn't really have any Hawaiian clothes, so I put on some flowers. And the thing I want to talk about is this thing, because I have been wearing this all day, like 12, well, now 11 hours, no, 13, I cannot count. It's past midnight. I'm tired. But anyways, I had been wearing that thing for 12 hours around the time when this happened. And oh, the light is really bad here. Sorry for that. Okay, so I was talking to a friend of mine at this party, and she was sad about some things that happened around her dad's passing. And I was just trying to talk to her about what I have experienced as a medium and my perspective on some of these things. And the thing is that I did not invite anyone in, but I felt that she needed something. And when we were saying goodbye, we were standing at the door, her and her husband, and we were talking about some of the things we've been talking about her dad and about everything that had happened then and since. And suddenly I hear "Daddy's Girl," and it's like, okay, that did not come from me. So I think even though I just told you that no one can get through if I'm not opening up, your dad sneaked in. So do you want to hear what he has to say? And she did. So he came through and he gave her some messages that she needed to hear. But the funny thing is that this thing that I've been wearing for ages, I have not lost a single flower. Even we were doing some competitive stuff. We were dancing. I was jumping around, and it's even now. You see, I can just nothing comes off. It's just they're pretty stuck on this. So while we're talking, and I'm giving this message, and I'm finishing off, and then suddenly her husband looks down and say, "Oh, you dropped a flower." And behind me, there was one of these flowers on the floor. And I heard her dad say, "Yeah, I took it off. It's for her." So, okay. And this is not uncommon. I've had a lot with my spirit guides who have made me give some of my own stuff to other people as a gift from their spirit guides. But this was probably the first time I actually had from someone on the other, so someone known, like a family member, and not spirit guide. But the funny thing is, so I picked up the flower and it was in two pieces. So the leaves and the flower. So I was trying to put it together and it was like my hands didn't work. And I just heard in my head, oh, I can't even do this right. And I knew this is not me. So I asked, any chance your dad would have struggled with this? And both the husband and her were like, yep, that looks like the way his hands would be. And it was so funny because, and then I gave it to her. But that's just a typical experience in mediumship, how things just happen. And I mean, I could have just looked at the flower and thought, oh, that's weird, it fell off. But I actually knew it was from him, and he said it was to her. And it was confirmed by the way that I had control over my hands, but I was just like, okay, I know I'm a bit tired, but this is weird. There's a hole and there's a stick in the flower. I just have to put it through, but I just couldn't. So that's one way that spirit will show some of their, I wouldn't say personality, but some of the typical things about them. And that the hands was a typical thing for them. So it was pretty cool. And I loved when they do that. So I thought I wanted to share it with you as well, because it actually came from this friend of mine asking me, but why do people want contact with their loved ones? Because they're not here anymore, and I think I'm okay with everything. And I was like, if you're okay, then why are you crying when we're talking about this? So I guess because I knew she needed some closure, I was not unconscious. I was not aware that I was open, but I was okay with her dad coming through, but usually they don't come through unless I sit down with the purpose of letting them come through. So I think it's really beautiful how I felt something being lifted off her shoulders, and she was able to let go of some stuff she'd been carrying around, and it was a pretty amazing experience for me as well. So I hope you could use it for something. And if you, as a medium, had any experiences like this, please share it in the comments, because those of you who are not mediums would probably find it very interesting, and also those of you who are becoming mediums, because it is a journey, and you probably never come to the destination unless it's because you cross over to the other side. But it's so cool how you can even get presents from the other side. And I don't mind that some of my stuff might be given to someone else without them asking me if it's okay. They're just telling me this is for that person because they need it. And that's just one of my missions here, is to be a channel for delivery. So this was now delivered to you. I hope it was useful. So like, share, comment. I would love to hear your insights. If you have questions, maybe I'll be able to answer, or someone else who has the answer or an answer, because there's no one answer in this. But let's build on each other's knowledge here, and also doubts. It's okay to be doubtful about this, because have I not had proof after proof after proof after proof, I would not be able to do this on video, so that in years from now, people are going to say, you said that, because I know it's true. It's my truth, at least. Right now, it might not be yours, but I can 100% say that this is what I stand for, and I'm okay that there are people who don't. So thank you so much for listening, for watching. So, and thank you for those of you who subscribe. And if you don't, you could do it right now, and I'd be so happy. But I'll see you next time. And until then, take care. Love you. Bye-bye.